3 o'clock in the morning. You just finished watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force on Adult Swim. And what's this? Coming up that you didn't ask for? It's an episode of How Do We Human?
Oh, you asked for it.
All the weird and uncomfortable micro moments in life. I'm one of your hosts, Evan Cox.
I'm one of your hosts, Chris Binning.
And doesn't that make you feel good to know that you've got two hosts here?
Has this ever
Welcome
happened
to our
to you?
home.
You've been listening to a podcast with only one host. We got the deal for you.
They ran out of things to say, and you thought there's got to be a better way. Well, we'll see if that's the case. Today, hey, we're talking about as seen on TV stuff. Why? You'll find out soon. But first,
Yes.
Chris,
Yeah.
how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
I want to bring it back. You know what I mean? I want to dust off an
Roll
old
it.
classic. And
Yeah.
by that I mean I want to talk about a hike that I went on with my girlfriend.
Fuck yeah.
That's a How Do We Human classic. Get out those bingo cards. Check that
Boom.
box. I was on a hike with my girlfriend and her sister.
Real original.
And we out there hiking. We out in these trails. And the trails are narrow because that's how trails are. When you're hiking up a mountain, the trails can be a little narrow.
They didn't think about that when they were putting that mountain up.
Didn't think about it. They were just kind of building it one way. They were like, we're going up, so we build it to go up. Not for someone else to be going down at the same time.
No.
So typical hiking etiquette is that, one group moves to the side while the other group passes.
Turn to the left.
Typically, from what I understand, the party going down the hill, the party down, is the one that is supposed to step aside. The ones going up typically have the right of way. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've heard.
Kind of makes sense, I think.
Either way, somebody has to step aside. It doesn't really matter who it is, but there has to be a decision made.
Yes.
We're hiking. We're having a grand old time being out in nature. This one dude is exercising. He's getting his run in. He runs the corner. He rounds a blind corner, and is coming straight for us. And so we all kind of move out of the way. He's coming down the trail where you can either be it's like sheer rock on one side or little cliff on the other side.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend and her sister kind of get off to the side, and I really don't have anywhere to go because I'm in between the two of them. And so I go as far to the edge as I can, cliffside, and turn so that I'm as narrow as possible, because it's very clear that this guy is not going to stop for other people. He's the most important person on the mountain.
Absolutely.
And even with all the space that I'm trying to give him, he still shoulder checks me and then has the nerve to go, "Come on, man, shit.
Fuck
You.
What the
fuck you. Ruined my whole day." And now, this happened weeks ago. And telling this story, you can tell I'm still mad about it. Fuck that guy.
Rightfully so. I'm mad.
So
I feel like...
in summation, when you asked how I was doing and I said good, it turns out not good.
You were doing good until you got halfway through the story and remember you were pissed. I'm like, I know I'm better now than I was when I was like a teenager, but I get my anger issues. I get a little overheated about stupid shit. I feel like in that scenario, I would turn and just start running after him.
Yeah.
Be like, I'm coming for you. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I catch you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, no, you.
No,
I'll start
you
crying.
come on, man.
You come on, man. No, I really just think everybody running up and down trails, you're overachievers and fuck off. Go run somewhere else.
Yeah, if he had said sorry or
Oh,
oops
sure.
or excuse me,
Yeah.
it would have he could have still shoulder checked me and it would have been like, "Oh, that's annoying, but
Yeah.
fine." But to put the blame on me for sprinting down a narrow trail where my option was full on like get body checked or jump off the cliff,
Jump off the cliff.
to then put it on me that I affected your workout, fuck right off.
This is what that I'm seeing it now. This is my instinct of why I would want to run after him.
Yeah.
Is because I always just want a conversation. I
Yeah.
want to have the full conversation. I am not okay with you saying something shitty like that when it was your fault and then running away.
It was a hit and run.
It's like, no, you come back. It is a hit and run. You come back. We're gonna talk this through.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So
like,
if you're that guy and you
keep
listen to this
your
podcast,
shoulder out of my mouth. I don't know. I'm never gonna have a good joke related
no,
to
no, you're not.
I'm gonna keep trying every week.
Yeah. Evan, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. I had almost a flip emotional reaction.
Okay.
earlier today. I told you I had some. Okay. I gotta sort this story out. Maybe there's an episode about storytelling because I'm very passionate about this, and people hate the way I tell stories. But I'm passionate about it because I'm like, no, I tell stories good.
Do you remember that one episode we did about navigating the gym where it took you an hour to tell one story?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell stories great. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm like, you just got to buckle in. These side stories are great too.
You're getting so many stories for the price of one.
Exactly. You thought you were just going to have a short conversation with me, and now it's a week later, and we're almost to the point. So earlier today, let's recognize I'm also going to roll back to a classic, an Evan classic. I was walking my dog.
Yes.
Hit it. Who let the dogs out? I did, on a leash.
Right.
So I'm walking my dog. I'm listening to some music.
Baha Men.
Phone call.
Mm.
Yeah. Usually it's my dog walking music.
Yeah.
I try to keep a specific pace, and that is perfect. Also for CPR.
Interesting.
Isn't
Which
it?
song
Anyways,
specifically? Is it Who Let the Dogs Out that specifically is the CPR rhythm that you like to maintain?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I could have said no and told you another Baha Men song, but that is impossible.
Well, see, here's the thing is I think I might have did I perhaps have a Baha Men album? Or did they just have several songs on a soundtrack I owned?
And if you
I
did,
don't remember.
I sure hope it was that album.
Oh,
With
yeah.
Who Let the Dogs Out.
Yeah, yeah.
Not like they put out another album and you're like, all right, let's give this a shot.
Well, I think that they might have covered Elton John's Crocodile Rock. So I think that
this sounds familiar.
I think there's that one. There's another one though. I'm gonna have to look it up because it's gonna bother me. Am I gonna be the first person since 2003 to Google Baha Men album? This is what I think I had Baha Men Greatest Movie Hits as the album that I had, I think. Oh yeah, because they had a Scooby-Doo song from of course the live action Scooby do movie.
Do
And Best Years of Our Lives. That was the other song that I remember.
Wow, you went deep.
I am the truest Baha Man.
You are Baha Man.
I am Baha Man.
And yeah, hey, don't get it twisted.
Call me up,
I
Kevin Feige.
love
I
that
am
song.
Baha Man.
Who Let the Dogs Out? Great song.
Yeah.
At the time, I remember. Here's an awkward story. Is there an episode about the Baha Men? Because I've got some good stories. If you do, we can squeeze something out. I would love to talk. See, aren't these fun side conversations?
Yeah, this is how you tell stories the right way.
I guess I'm gonna hold that Baha Men story on the off
hold
chance
on
that we do an episode. It's a good story, though. Anyways, all I'm saying is I loved that song.
It's great.
So, I got a phone call.
Right.
It had a name. You know, sometimes you get a call and it's got a name. Like, it auto gives you a name and you're like, this name doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It, like, doesn't make any sense. It was like, the name Sandy, but then the last name was like a business of some sort. Like, I don't know what this is. And it was in all caps. So I'm like, it wasn't clear enough that I felt like, yeah, I'll ignore this and let it go to voicemail. So I'm like, all right. I sometimes do that. I'm like, I'll just answer this with my thumb on the hang up button, ready to pull that trigger if I have to at a moment's notice. And a woman, I answer,
right,
and a woman is speaking to me. I was going to say she answered, and she goes, "AAA, we have a delivery for you."
Okay.
Now, I'm confused.
Yeah.
A, I don't have AAA.
Oh,
B,
okay.
What the fuck would AAA be delivering to anybody?
Car battery.
Except a tow truck.
Yeah.
Car battery, sure. Delivery seems like a weird way to go about that.
Sure.
Because they were wanting me to pick something up. I'm like, this is AAA, you come to me. Right. Also, my car's fine. So I'll admit, I got a little, I didn't like shout at her, but I was just very confused. I was like, huh? Because I'm still on this level of, this sounds like a scam or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm still in. I didn't hang up. But I'm like, it's what? You're AAA? She's like, yes. And you have a delivery for me? Yes. I said, okay. And I'm like, stretching my brain around trying to figure out what the fuck she's talking about. And I forget what it was she said, but now we whoop, 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 reverse. My workplace needed me to pick up some stuff from the office for them for one of our shows that we have. And I was supposed to be over there between the hours of 1 and 4 p.m. And I got this call at noon. And I was not connecting the two. And she said she was AAA. And I thought it was AAA because that's how my brain works. You say a thing and I believe you. Apparently that was the name of the company that made these things that we were needing picked up. And they showed up an hour early, which I'm like, this is one of the few times when that's terrible. Don't show up early to deliver something to an office building when you know nobody's at the office.
Yeah, it's like, who do you think you are? Us? Don't show up early.
Us? Don't think about it.
Get there early and sit in your car and play games for 45 minutes. And then say, I just pulled up.
Thankfully, they were kind enough. It wasn't through obviously it wasn't through FedEx or UPS. Otherwise they would have been a little more explicit about it. Yeah. But they were willing to sit and wait for 20 minutes while I drove to the office. So appreciate that, Sandy. Maybe that was your name. And I feel really, really bad for being so confused. But I didn't know what they meant. Forgive me, God. Anyways, Baha Men.
Anyways, the Baha Men.
Weirdly, I mean, looking back at that, it makes me wonder: was the first place I saw the Baha Men on TV?
Oh, I
The
believe.
late days of music videos.
Yeah. I'm sure that the first time I saw the Baha Men was something related to that live action Scooby Doo movie. I'm pretty sure that
Oh,
that's what I must have seen from them.
like
My
you think
intro to
you
the
heard
Baha
that
Men.
before Who Let the Dogs Out?
No, I think I heard Who Let the Dogs Out first, but I think I
Oh.
didn't see them until something related to Scooby Doo.
I'm so tempted to just make this the Baha Men episode. We're already 15 minutes in. How long can we keep this up?
Yeah. That's what the Baha
Oh,
Men said
God.
about their careers. And
All right.
it
This
wasn't
is.
very long.
This is important. This is important.
Okay.
I'm fascinated by this. Everything about this. Wow. Okay. I looked up Who Let the Dogs Out on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Who Let the Dogs Out is a feminist song
What?
against catcalling, composed by Alan Hartz and performed by Bahamian? Bahamian? I always thought it was Bahamanian, but Bahamian? Maybe Bahamian.
Try it a couple more
Junkanoo
times.
band. You try it once.
I'll see if I can find it.
I'll see if I can find it.
Well, I just want to see how it's spelled. That's why
Bahamian.
first of all, I'm learning the word junkanoo for the first time as well.
Isn't that something? Yeah. I looked it up.
I would say, well, it's tough because it's shortened to Baha, right?
Yes.
Which would mean it would have to.
Bahamian.
It seems like it would have to be pronounced Bahamian. I guess I would say Bahamian, but Bahamian looks like it's correct.
Oh, really?
In my mind, that's what it looks like. Like if I was reading it for the first time, no context that it gets shortened to Baha Men.
This is fascinating. It's a cover. It's originally released by Anselm Douglas, titled Doggy. It was covered by producer Jonathan King, who sang it under the name Fat Jack and His Pack of Pets.
That's a solid band name.
He brought the song to the attention of his friend Steve Greenberg, who then had the Baha Men cover the song. This is the best Wikipedia article I've ever read. This is blowing my mind. And I want to go deeper. It's your call.
I see here. I was just gonna say, I see here that the song was released on July 26th, 2000, and became the band's first and only hit in the United Kingdom and the United States, and it gained popularity after appearing in Rugrats in Paris, the movie.
Which also made me go, have I seen Rugrats in Paris? Maybe I need to catch up on that one.
Do we need to do a whole episode on Rugrats in Paris?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it. I've never heard of that movie, which is weird. It seems like I would have around that time.
Well,
I
think
remember the
that
Rugrats movie.
There's the Rugrats movie,
Yeah.
then there's Rugrats in Paris, and then there's the movie where the Rugrats and the Wild Thornberries like cross over.
Oh yeah,
like it's like Rugrats Go Wild, I want to say is what it's called. That I think I've seen Rugrats Go Wild, and I think I've seen, but I don't remember which of the other two Rugrats movies I've seen. I've seen one of them, and I don't know if it's the first one or when they're in Paris.
Yeah.
Is this interesting to people?
In production right now is a indie art flick in black and white called Rug. It's about
A24.
A24, an older Tommy getting his friend Chucky off smack. Come see Rug.
Come see Rug.
The new, once reopened Vista Theater. Okay, maybe this episode this is Baha Men / as seen on TV. I don't know. I'm too drawn in.
Maybe the next episode we revisit our roots. We episode 6 we went in big with Celino and Barnes. Maybe we come back with a Baha Men episode, an investigative report. Yeah.
All right, I'm down.
Okay.
Seems like a good use of time.
Baha Mania.
Ooh. See, that feels like a missed marketing opportunity if they didn't roll with that. And
yeah.
Who let all this Baha Mania out? What do I work in marketing or something?
It's a lot harder when you can't just use a bunch of emojis, isn't it?
Fuck!
The Baha Men understood the assignment.
I'd also like to say the Who Let the Dogs Out is both the first and the last song on that album.
Hey, when you gotta hit, you've gotta hit.
Hey,
more artists should do that. They should just pick their favorite, put it number 1, and the last song.
You give people a reason to keep listening.
Yes. I just want to hear that same song again, but I don't want to hit rewind.
We'll get into my story in our investigative episode. But period. That's the end of the sentence. We gotta talk as seen on TV, because I have a lot to say,
as seen on TV,
because I did something stupid and I'm very happy about it. So I guess first off, broad strokes, have you ever purchased anything you've seen on TV? Not like someone in a show had a sandwich and you're like, that looks good.
I want to buy that sandwich that I saw in that show. Yeah.
You know what we're talking about. That, like I said up top, it's 3 a.m. and some bullshit is on the TV. Like, this napkin will save your life if you die.
No, I don't think I've ever done anything like that. I've definitely never called the number on the screen.
Call this toll-free number.
I mean, there might have been. I'm sure that I've purchased something from like Walgreens or Target that has the as seen on TV logo, but I definitely haven't. I don't think I've ever seen something on TV and then tried to buy it. I think it's been purely coincidental that I've bought something and it's had the as seen on TV branding.
What that sound I made was you blew my mind, because I'm like, oh yeah, I worked at Walgreens. We had all sorts of as seen on TV shit there.
Right.
And I didn't that didn't pop into my head at all while I was coming up with notes for this episode. And I think I mentioned it on our customer service episode, but we used to, if you had to work the front register, people would come, it was like a corporate down mandate. And they had to put on an end cap on as seen on TV product with a little TV on it that would just play the commercial on a loop. It would, I don't know, 6 feet away from you. So it's
socially distant.
Yeah, keep that ShamWow guy 6 feet away from me, please.
Yeah, that dude's got germs.
So yeah, that drove me crazy. But there's something about when it's your workplace and it's some dumb bullshit showed up in the stockroom and you're like, yeah, I'll buy it. Of course. I need this. I need this now. The thing I have that I don't know where it is that I did buy because I legitimately thought it was cool, and I think I'm right. Was I don't remember what they were called, but I want to say they started their like TV campaign around the time I was working at Walgreens, so that would have been like 2008ish. And they were these balls that were like they were like kind of see through, but there was like a metal ball in the middle and a see through plasticky glass esque ball on the outside of it. And the ball in the middle's not like free floating. It's just like it's in there, cast inside, but it's a little off center. And then you could do like David Bowie labyrinth tricks with it. And
Okay.
make it roll back and forth on your hand and shit like that. Did you ever remember seeing that on TV? Some of
It
this
vaguely sounds
action.
familiar. Yeah, actually, the fact that you're doing those motions does kind of make it seem familiar to me.
I could probably find it. I think it's in a box in there, but I would probably then break a microphone or a camera because here's the thing, it's really fucking hard. It's not like so much of I've seen on TV shit is like, buy this to make your life easier. This is a cool thing that's like learning the violin. It's like
Yeah.
really, really fucking difficult. So I only ever got it to the point where I could like kind of flip it to the back of my hand from my palm, like flip it like that and roll it back like a basketball. That's basically as far as I ever got. It's but it's still a nice paperweight.
Yeah, the what that you were just talking about reminded me of the infomercial. I've never purchased one of these or tried it, and I think it's largely been, as with most things that are as seen on TV, it's been debunked as like the like placebo effect kind of thing. You're
Oh,
like, oh, if
sure.
you just think it works, then it's working. But the bracelets that are like supposed to help you balance or whatever.
That's
You wear this
exactly what I was
bracelet,
thinking of when
and
you
then
were
it's-
saying that. I didn't
Yeah.
want to cut in. But I'm like, oh, I hope he's going to talk about those balance bracelets.
Those
That's
balance
fucking
bracelets that, like,
Holy shit.
you just wear a bracelet and then like nobody can push you over. You can't fall down. It's the dumbest thing.
It almost feels like a practical joke. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, wear this bracelet. I won't be able to push you down. Shove.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh yeah, this is funny. Let's do it to all the world. And then it caught on way more than anybody could have expected.
Yeah.
That is a big one. I'm glad because until you hinted at it, it popped into my head.
Mhm.
I hadn't thought about that since they existed. And that is a part of what I kind of want to talk about, reeling us into the awkwardness world, is that like it's awkward buying and owning something you've seen on TV. That's very clearly like bullshit.
Yeah.
some bullshit that probably doesn't work. But man, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like those sorts of worldwide item purchase trends isn't as big a thing as it used to be. I feel like there's just more information out there now where you'd see a commercial for something and you look it up. Here's a perfect example, actually. I have a terrible habit of cleaning my ears.
Okay.
The wrong way, but the fun way, with Q-tips, where I'm essentially shoving wax into my eardrum and slowly going deaf. And I do it often.
Mhm.
I can't help myself. I love to. But I saw an ad on Instagram for something called I want to call it a Twizzler, but it was like a Tweezle. Something stupid.
Okay.
And it was like this little rubbery plastic thing that looked like a rotini noodle, like kind of spiraled out and went to a point at the end. Not like sharp, but just like point and then widened out like an ear canal. The
Okay.
idea being you put it in your ear and you twist it. And the earwax gets caught up in the folds and then you pull it out. And I was like, holy shit, if that's real, that's what I've always wanted. I've been looking for this item forever. And then I looked it up on Amazon and every single review was like this is bad. This is so bad. I forget what was wrong with it, but just one of those like, if you buy this, it'll hurt you. Like this,
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd probably hurt.
like a mogwai or something. Like, don't let this into your life. Things will get worse. So I don't know. That held me off of buying, and it's like you now ads. You'll just like click through to the page, and there'll just be reviews on that page. So I feel like, long story short, I just think it's less likely that everyone in the world is gonna go like, oh yeah, my Twizzle stick.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you that it's not going to be like you're never going to have something that catches on the way that like a Sham Wow did,
Yeah.
or even the Shake Weight or things like
Oh
that.
yeah. What
Um,
just like
what a hilarious invention!
what a hilarious another. How this all has to be the same company. This is like, this shit's funny. We got to make this because we can market it and people will believe it works and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's just like really, it blew up, was huge, both for the like, it really works, and the like, this is hysterical. I remember they used to be several bars I'd go to in Seattle. The bartenders would have one because every drunk person would just be like, "Is that a shake weight?" and want to play with it for a while. And I want to say like it completely died out, but and I know you haven't watched yet, so spoilers. There is a shake weight this week on Weekend Update.
Oh, delightful.
What the hell?
I do think that like social media ads are the new sort of
Yeah,
like
for sure.
as seen on TV thing, because we all get promoted a bunch of ads,
I
but
know.
oftentimes because we do have the internet at our disposal, we can kind of fact check some of these
Yeah.
things, and you can just search like, is blank website a scam, and the internet will tell you, and usually it is.
There's also something, I mean, sorry, where my voice went. I think there's, this is just a first thought, best thought, but like,
Great.
is there something to the fact that like as seen on TV, you're sitting at home, you watching TV, a commercial pops up, you say that's interesting, you pick up your phone, call, order it, ta-da, it's delivered to you. But
Yeah.
now you're looking at your phone, an ad comes up, you're like, that's interesting, you click onto it on your phone, the same device you are looking up your bank information on, that you look up reviews and everything, like it's all on the same thing in your hand, that it's
Yeah.
like, how reckless is it to just like, I can't just buy something without looking up a review.
Yeah, I
It
can't
seems
do that
insane.
either.
With A, looking at a review, and then B, if it's that time of the month, looking at how much money I have in my bank account.
Sure. It's that time of the month again for Evan. The
It
time that he
really
looks at his
is.
bank account.
You got that right.
Do you want to talk about the ShamWow guy?
I was that was another Wikipedia I was just going through earlier,
Yeah.
which is also very interesting. I don't know. There's much to talk about, but yeah, I don't know. Weird guy. I did not realize he was the guy responsible for those shitty sketch movies he made.
Yeah.
Underground comedy movie and something in-app appropriate, I think it was called.
Yeah, for sure. I there's just there's so much weird stuff surrounding him. I mean, aside from his arrest in 2009,
Right.
which I think he's arguably most famous for.
Yeah, at this point, yes.
um, but yeah, I also just think it's fascinating. I get that like this was his birth name, but to be named Offer
Right.
like as your name and
Yeah.
then to become a salesperson is wild.
And this is, the two words aren't related really, But if you scroll down on his Wikipedia page, his name is Offer, and then he married someone with the last name Mandate.
Oh yeah, you're right. They filed for divorce in 2018, but yes.
Unfortunately, I remember that day like it was yesterday. The two words are not super related, but like
the newsboy out in the streets. Extra. Have you heard? Vince Offer and Melody Mandate have split up. Melody Mandate and Vince Offer enter Splitsville.
If you were to attend the Offer Mandate wedding, wouldn't you feel like you were being subpoenaed or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get that.
They should have hired us to plan their wedding because, as we've discussed recently, we'd be great at it. Especially if it was like you're invited. Your attendance is required at the Offer Mandate wedding.
We make it a Celino and Barnes themed.
Yeah.
Is it time to reveal the silly, dumb purchase I made recently?
Absolutely, it is.
Okay. So, as you and the listeners may know, if you've, been listening with a keen ear, I've been going to the chiropractor recently.
Yeah, it takes a very keen ear to know that. Yeah,
it's like the old Seeing Eye books. Seeing Eye books? What are they called? You know what I'm talking about?
Optical illusions.
Yeah, but you know the books I'm talking.
I know the books you're talking about, where it's like a pattern, but if you look at it, there's like a boat.
You like blur your eyes. What are they called?
A classic
like
Mallrats.
Yes, it's not a sailboat; it's a schooner. You dumb idiot. My favorite Ethan Suplee performance. You dumb idiot. Anyways, whatever the fuck they were called. That was going to be a joke that's how you listen to the podcast and you find at the bottom that I've been going to the chiropractor. It was going to be very funny, but I don't know what a Seeing Eye book is. Help me.
Is it really not just like an optical illusion?
I don't think there's a word for it. All right. I'm going to look up
Seeing
Eye book.
Seeing Eye book.
Magic Eye.
The Magic
Magic
Eye.
Eye. Malachi. I'm off the rails. Fun fact.
It's Baha Man and his sidekick, Magic Eye.
Fun fact. Me and my Magic Eye have never seen a Magic Eye. We've never solved one. It can't be done. You need two working eyes to do it. And that blows. Because those were so popular as a kid with the fucking Scholastic Book Fair. They always had them at the library.
Oh, yeah.
And I would just... And people... it didn't occur to me that that's why I couldn't do it. I just knew, like, some people had a harder time and some people could do it. Everyone I knew was like, oh, yeah, it's fucking easy. Look at this shit. You dope. I'd be, like, hurting my brain trying to squint. Going out of focus and shit. I never saw shit. Damn shame. Anyways.
You were the Ethan Suplee.
I was. This is all relatively related to what I purchased. It's back to the chiropractor. One of the things I've been going for is my neck.
Back.
Pussy.
Okay.
Crack. I wasn't just saying pussy. I don't like saying that word. It's the only time
Let's
it comes
get into
out.
that. Let's
okay.
That's the only time it comes out. Why don't you like saying it, Evan?
I don't care for it. See, you didn't.
You feel like it's their word?
It's their word. You didn't say it, which I think feels like you aren't comfortable saying it either.
Yeah, I feel like it takes a certain type of person to say it.
Yeah,
and have it sound good.
Fucking pussy.
And I'm not that guy.
Nor am I. I take it all back. I'm sorry, Mom.
I feel like when I say it, I just like feel like I've reverted back to like being 14 years old for some reason.
Yeah. It's not a good look. Anyways. my neck hurts. And a part of that is...
Oh, I have more questions about this, but continue.
That'll be another investigative
Another
report.
episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
you guys listened to the How Do We Human Pussy episode?
Oh, Jesus. That said...
Look out, Stiff Socks Podcast. We're coming for you.
That said, I could absolutely do a investigative report into the Pussy Posse if you've not done a deep dive on that.
I have not even done a shallow dive on that. I
God.
don't even know if I know what you're talking about.
You have so much to catch up on. We're talking, this is at the time when they were teenagers, like 18 and up. Leonardo DiCaprio, we're talking what's his name? Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire.
Toby,
David Blaine's in there. E from Entourage. There's like 4 or 5 other very famous people that when they were teenagers and relatively famous in Hollywood called themselves the Pussy Posse and acted like...
that's not a name you give yourself.
Acted like fucking douchebags 24/7. And yes, Tobey Maguire was one of them. There's just a lot. There's a lot. But Leo was the ringleader. We all know it.
Of course.
Anyways,
yes.
I'm at the chiropractor. How's this story going?
This is how you tell stories the right way.
That's what I'm saying. I can't stop wheeze laughing.
Do you think Leonardo DiCaprio still thinks of himself that way?
Oh, yeah.
With his 25-year-old girlfriends?
He's a one-man posse. I'm at the chiropractor, or I've been going, and part of the reason I'm a voracious reader, and I read in bed. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
You're voracious between the sheets.
I am. I know. With everything we've been talking about, and I'm talking about my neck hurting, it felt like I was going a different way. But I'm just a big reader.
You got that big reader energy.
I do. Check out my Goodreads. See that book about shame. I lay down, my neck's kind of craned up, you know,
Oh
my God. It's bad. It's a bad thing to do, and I know it. And I had a chiropractor appointment last week, and I was like, my neck is fucking killing me. He did a big old, crack both sides, did the stuff back there to help it out, and I'm like, that's so much better. And I started thinking, it literally started this way. I thought to myself,
what a wonderful world.
What a world. I thought to myself, there's got to be a better way. And I wish I were joking, but legitimately sitting in my car, and I thought there's got to be a better way. Because I've now been to the chiropractor weekly for I think 10 weeks. And I'm like, this is bad. Like, this is going to be a continual thing. I'm not going to stop reading. And I like to read in bed. What do I do? There's got to be a better way. And I thought up a product in my head right here.
Okay.
And I was like, I think I'm going to be a millionaire. I just can't think of a way this product could exist that wouldn't look ridiculous. But what I'm thinking is, you wear glasses, and there's a set of mirrors. Okay. And then you can lay down and read a book with your head tilted back. And so you aren't having to lift your head at all.
Okay.
Which is why my neck hurts all the time. And I'm like, I'm brilliant. I'm a fucking genius. But, as with a lot of my ideas, it's already been done.
Really?
It has.
Like that?
Just like that.
What?
And I read some reviews and then instantly purchased this item.
Okay.
And this is full on as seen on TV bullshit because it does look ridiculous. And it's called Lazy Readers.
Okay.
The box was opened
Love
when
it.
it was delivered.
Too lazy to close it.
Too lazy to close it. So I'm going to put these on for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you don't put these on, this is a waste of an episode.
I cannot see you
Oh,
right
wow.
now. I can see my hands
That's
down here.
Yeah, you look like yeah. You look like a cartoon character who just saw a pretty lady and your eyes have popped out of your head.
So this, I've been using these. I've watched TV with these on. I've read books with these on. I love them. And I'm now having to face... I know I look ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
And, at some point, Jocelyn and I are going to move in together. And I'm like, is this a thing I can justify knowing someone else will be seeing me as I'm using them? I don't know that I
mean,
can.
Look, if she can deal with you putting pool goggles on to, like, chop vegetables, like...
I solved that problem, too.
Okay, great.
There was
Do you wear those
way.
to chop the...
I wear those to
onion
bed.
Too?
No, I got a food processor, so I can chop them in
Great.
there.
Okay.
It's the best.
Good for you. Because the pool goggles were much more ridiculous than this is.
Yeah, there seems to be a consensus that my pool goggles were ridiculous.
Yeah.
To each their own,
For those of you new to How Do We Human, it was...
And we welcome you.
And we welcome you. Evan would wear pool goggles with the little, like, rubber flaps on the sides.
Well, they were too small because, and I don't think I said this on that episode. Those are my swim goggles from when I was a child.
I think you did say that in an episode.
So they're very tight on my head.
Extremely tight.
And as a 33-year-old man with a job, a salaried position, in my mind, I'm like, I can't just buy goggles. That's got to be like $100 or something, right? It can't be done. I'll use my childhood goggles. It felt worse spending money on goggles to wear while chopping onions than just being like, I had these lying around. It's gonna be better than nothing.
Yeah.
Anyways, can you get on board with the lazy readers, or am I a fool?
I guess, like, I wouldn't use them because it's not a problem that I have come across where it would be something that benefits me. That's right. I am not only am I the truest Baha Man, I am truly the laziest reader. But yeah, I can get on board with you using those glasses.
Yeah. The other thing I will say,
please,
pretty heavy duty, which
a
lot of people in the reviews were saying like that is the one negative. They're pretty heavy, but I'm like, you feel like I was expecting some real cheap plastic junk because I forget how much they were. I think they were like $9 or something, $9.99. Buy now.
Yeah,
and they're like, is it heavier than my phone? It's about the same weight as my iPhone.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm a big fan of them. I recommend them.
I will say, Evan, that just because I have not purchased something as seen on TV, I do still have something to contribute to this episode.
What the fuck?
A little game.
Hell yeah.
I have 10 products here.
Yeah.
5 Matchups. um, in which you will determine which of these as seen on TV products is real
Okay.
and which one is fake.
Okay. I feel like we gotta come up with a fun name for this, like as seen on TV, with a question mark.
Yeah, that's very fun. Evan, are you ready to play as seen on TV?
Yes, yes. I love that branding.
All right. I'm going to give you the name and a very brief description
Ooh, love it.
of what this product is.
Okay.
And you will determine which one is real and which one is fake.
All right.
Product number 1 is called the Nose Slimmer. This is for people who are self-conscious about how big their nose might be. This is to slim it out a little bit. So it's kind of like a little like chip clip, for like bags, but it just kind of sets in on your nose. Also, I guess kind of like what are those called? The like Breathe Right strips.
I use those.
It's kind of like that, but it's heavier. It's like a heavier duty to kind of mold your nose and slim the shape of it out.
Okay. If anyone ever wondered what it's like to sleep next to me, I'm wearing lazy readers and a Breathe Right strip. It's pretty cool.
Pretty sexy. Leonardo DiCaprio, Tobey Maguire, you've got a new member.
Hit me up. Can I ask questions about any of these, or am I gonna throw you off? When you have to make something up.
I will say I have not watched any of the commercials for these. I have strictly pulled them from a list,
and that's
that barely has any information on it other than a photo.
Okay, then to me, you'll sound equally perplexed. This is just a broad question. I just want to. The picture would explain this.
Okay.
Is this something you are supposed like? It's like skin colored, and you're just going to wear it around all day, or is this supposed to be like you wear it at night and it changes your nose shape?
I don't know if you're supposed to wear it during the day or at night. It's not skin colored.
Okay.
It's white, and there's like a thin gold, or maybe it's brown. It's tough to tell in the photo. Strip on it as well.
All right. You looking at a photo, or are you getting better at lying? Time will tell. All right.
Time will tell. That's going up against the Talking Teepee. This is a toilet paper roll holder, like the little plastic piece
center
that goes in between. Yeah, the center. Thank you.
The core.
In which you can record a voice message.
Ooh.
And each time the roll turns, it plays the message.
That sounds very fun.
Which one of those is real?
Interesting.
And which one is fake?
I want
the nose line slimmer or the talking teepee.
I mean, my instinct goes against what I want. My instinct is that the nose slimmer is real, the talking teepee is not real. But of the two of these, I really want that talking teepee, and I want to record messages in my own bathroom and have people over. And I'll be using the bathroom. It'll just be like,
what message would you record? You should have used the bidet.
Yeah, it'll just be like, hey, I don't want to intrude. Just letting you know the bidet's there. It's pretty cool.
It's like a 45-second message.
Yeah, like a really lengthy explanation of the benefits of a bidet. Or that, or me just going...
Oh, that's
that'd
good.
Be pretty fun too. I'm gonna lock in that answer though. I think the nose slimmer's real.
Oh, you should have gone with what you wanted, my dear boy. It was the talking teepee that is real.
I gotta get that.
Um,
I gotta get this talking
on the
TP.
package here, yeah, gotta get that.
Gotta get.
Gotta get
In
that.
fact, I gotta get a bunch of them, and then when I go to other people's houses, I can record messages on them
Switch
and
'em
replace
out.
them. I'll be in everyone's toilets.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very low resolution image, but it looks like the messages that have been recorded here are so it says, Susan, will you marry me?
What?
Flush once for yes.
Oh my god. Madness.
But it also says here, you can re-record as many times as you like, and it's great for weddings,
It is
Christmas, birthdays, showers,
well,
office parties,
certain type of
and
showers.
stocking stuffers.
Great for stocking stuffers. Give them
yeah.
to the kids.
Give them to the kids.
Give them to the babies.
The nose slimmer is actually a neckline slimmer that I repurposed to be for a nose.
You got me.
Yeah. All right. Also, I will say that some of these fake ones, I guess, very well could be real. I didn't do any research to fact check them. I simply looked at products that did exist and slightly altered them. Matchup number 2.
Go on.
The first contestant is the Siamese Slanket. This is... Are you familiar with the Slanket?
Vaguely.
It's essentially the Snuggie that's like the blanket but with arms.
Okay.
But this is for 2 people. So it has a set of arms for one person, and then the person you're cuddling up with on the couch, another set of arms.
Okay.
That's going up against the hair highlighter. You want to get highlights in your hair, but you don't want to go to the salon. This is it looks, the perspective in this photo is a little off, but it looks like it's maybe this big.
Okay.
I know that's not great for audio listening, but it's essentially if you hold your hands out and kind of bend them at a 90-degree angle and then touch your fingertips, that's about the length that this product is, and it looks like just a regular highlighter, like an office-sized one. It's larger than that, obviously, but that's the shape, and you run it through your hair to get temporary highlights that it can probably wash out
Interesting.
in the shower, so that if you wanted highlights for the day, you literally highlight your hair.
Well, I guess I could highlight my beard.
Yeah, I guess so. It's a woman in this photo, but I don't see why we couldn't get our beards highlighted.
Women.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun. Already getting it highlighted a different color. Remind me of the first one.
The Siamese Slanket.
Now, so a slanket is just the same thing as a Snuggie, just a different company,
yeah, just a different brand. Yeah.
Yeah, Snuggies were so big.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that is the fake one.
The Siamese Slanket is the fake one? Oh, Evan. 0 for 2. Yeah, the Siamese Slanket was real. The hair highlighter was I altered what's called Hot Hue's hair chalk.
Hot Hue.
Which is chalk. It looks like it's like a little makeup thing, but it's like neon colors like pink, blue, purple, and green. And I guess that's what you use to color your hair.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's about. The next product. This is called the Potty Putter. This is a like miniature putting green you set up around your
Love it.
toilet. So while you're dropping a deuce, you can
Drop a hole in
sink some putts.
one.
Yeah. Pretty self-explanatory, I guess.
I think I got it. And I like
Um, the other product that it's up against is called the Sweat Log.
it.
This is essentially like it almost looks like a body bag, but there's a tiny little space that like tightens around your face, so your face is out, so that you can breathe, but the rest of it is zipped up. And the Sweat Log essentially is just like a portable sauna, I guess,
Yeah.
where it just heats you up and you get to sweat in that bag. So which one's real? The potty putter or the Sweat Log?
It's tough because every time when you introduce, it's like the second you introduce the second one, I'm like, oh, that's fake. But then you talk about it, and for some reason, then I start going, oh, the first one sounds fake now. I don't know which of my instincts to trust. And this doesn't mean it's not real, but my instinct is here's where I'm torn. I think,
Okay.
and again, my memory's awful. What's the name of the first one again? Potty putter.
The potty putter.
Potty putter. Here's my thing with the Sweat Log. A, sounds like Sweat Lodge. B, sauna shit is super fucking hot right now.
Oh yeah, it's so hot right now.
But C, that sounds really fucking dangerous. Which makes me wonder if that's something you alternated from something else that's less dangerous. But I'm sticking with that. I'm gonna say the Sweat Log is fake.
That is correct. Hey! The potty putter is real.
I was so close to switching.
The Sweat Log I repurposed from two different things. There are let me see if I can find it in here. Well, so there's one called the there's the For Real sauna, which is like the dumbest looking thing I've ever seen.
How do you spell?
That's just like it's spelled FIR-real sauna. And it's essentially like a little box that you like zip yourself up into, and your hands are exposed and your like head pokes out and the rest of you sweats in there. But that's what a dumb looking product. Are you looking at photos?
Yeah,
have you found the photo?
I'm having a hard time.
I'll see if I can pull it
there we go.
Oh, you found it? Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
And then also there was a product called sauna pants, which are pants that you like turn on and it makes you sweat like a sauna.
I have a weird connection to this portable sauna. This says it was as seen on TV with Dr. Gadget on The View. I know Dr. Gadget.
What?
I've worked with Dr. Gadget. And Dr. Gadget...
Is Dr. Gadget related to the inspector?
Not at all.
Wild.
Significantly more of an asshole. Who didn't like paying me for my work. But he does all those as seen on, like pops by The View and shit and just shares stupid gadgets. And I do still have a Bluetooth speaker he was selling that I just got for free.
Nice.
And I use it. Anyways,
great.
Dr. Gadget, fuck off. Onward, Christian soldier.
Matchup number 4. This first product is called the Slob Stopper. This is basically an adult bib to catch like the photo is when you're driving and you're drinking like coffee, and
it's
you can just have it just
just a
let it
picture of
rain.
me and everywhere in my everyday life.
Right. And then you just let the liquid flow into the bib without worrying about spilling it when you're driving and drinking your
And
coffee.
then I can tip the bib over and drink what I spilled.
Right, exactly.
Awesome.
Or a Bruce Willis Chia Pet.
Oh.
Bruce Willis in the news recently.
Yeah. For sad
Unfortunately.
reasons.
For sad reasons. But someone that we as a society, I think, generally consider as a bald man, although certainly had hair in his early career.
He certainly did.
Certainly did. No one can dispute that. Did he have his own Chia Pet, or is the slob stopper fake?
Oh. I've seen a lot of Chia Pets in my life, Chris.
That must have been something that was often at Walgreens, right?
Oh yeah.
The Chia Pet?
The big
Yeah.
one, because again, I worked there around 2008. The big seller was the Obama Chia Pet.
Of course.
There was Obama and then Bob Ross. Those were the two people loved.
Yeah.
I have never seen a Bruce Willis Chia Pet, and I feel like I would have. And I'm gonna say Bruce Willis Chia Pet is fake.
It's fake. Okay. I was gonna say.
Maybe
I've never seen one, so I think it's real.
Maybe if I just say it and don't say which way I'm voting, he'll just be like, "You're right."
You are correct.
Yeah!
The Bruce Willis Chia Pet is fake, and the slob stopper is real.
'Cause initially, I thought that was fake because, again, I'm a slob apparently, and I need to be stopped. And I was like,
Yeah.
this guy's poking fun at me. This guy's coming
right.
for my slob.
Final matchup, Evan. This is to
And we're
determine
2-2.
whether or not.
This is the tiebreaker.
Yeah, this is the tiebreaker.
Am I a loser or a winner?
Let's find out.
Yeah, tonight.
Product number 1.
Okay.
Pajama jeans. These are pajamas made to look like jeans.
Okay.
Product number 2. The teddy tank. This is a teddy bear, but the center is a fish tank so that your child can take their pet fish on the go.
This is a tough one, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
The reason is the pajama jeans.
Pajama jeans, yeah.
Sounds very, very familiar to me. But the way you've constructed this, that could mean anything. That could either be, right, that's because I've seen them on TV, or I've seen something similar that is not that. But what you're basing it off of is what I'm thinking of. The other one, that seems tough. But that's the, I guess you don't know when these are all from necessarily. Because I feel like giving a kid a fish and letting that kid take a fish around in a teddy bear, probably shaking it around and shit, would be pretty quickly shut down by animal cruelty places.
Yeah, I guess that's
I'm
probably
wrong,
true.
But I think for that reason, I'm going to say the fish bear. And I'm calling it fish bear.
Fish bear
is fake.
I am afraid I've bamboozled you because both products are real.
What? I couldn't win? You set me up to be a loser.
Yeah, the pajama jeans and the teddy tank are both real products.
Damn it. The teddy tank, that seems like that shouldn't exist.
It sure does, yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of dead fish. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. There's a lot of them, too. Ooh,
I
then
know.
You scroll to the right and there's like sexy pictures. That surprised me. Wow, teddy tank. Still Still going strong, Teddy Tank.
Still going strong.
All right.
Oh, there is a petition here on change.org
Hey.
to discontinue teddy tanks as they are abusive to beta fish.
Yeah, you beta fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the alpha fish?
Yeah.
Pussy.
See, it just sounds so natural coming out of your mouth.
Oh, yeah, dude.
We didn't get to a lot. That's the thing. Like I was saying, I have very limited notes, but I had a lot to say.
Especially about the Baha Men.
About the Baha Men was most of the things we had to say. I do want to run down real quick a lot of the products I have any sort of memory of or relation to. One,
Sure.
my good friend. I'm not even going to call him out by name. I don't know if you want. And I am Anthony. Anthony got a microwavable spaghetti maker, which always just tickled my fancy and made me laugh. But at the same time, like, you can make noodles in the microwave. Why the fuck not?
Why not?
The other one, which actually Anthony also got. And remember, Anthony and I worked at Walgreens together, so this is probably where a lot of this comes from. But of the more recent, and by recent I mean within the last 10 years, as seen on TV products that I'm like, that is the shit, was the Fly shotgun.
Okay.
Did you ever see those?
I'm not familiar. I don't think I'm familiar.
You fill
with
it
this.
with kosher salt, so the big pellets of salt, and it just gives out a shotgun blast of salt to kill a fly.
Huh. That seems like it'd make a big mess.
Uh-huh. Especially if you're a bad shot.
Yeah.
And then, so the other one I wanted to mention real quick, because this was from childhood one. So I don't know if this was as popular when you were a kid, but the big one all us kids wanted was essentially a spy on people gun.
Okay.
Where
yeah.
you got a gun with a big old, like, it looks like a satellite dish on the end of it. The idea being like, you've got headphones on and you'll be able to hear a conversation going on way over there or through the walls.
Yeah. I vaguely remember that. I don't think that was big when I was a kid, but I remember that product.
I never had one. A kid I know did have one, and they did nothing. Did not work at all. But at the time, it seemed like there was nothing more fun than just spying on people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I should get back into that, like creeping up on people. They don't know I'm there.
Get back into it.
Listening to their conversations. I think now's the time.
Now's the time, yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted to be Harriet the Spy. Well, here I come, world. Have we done it? Did we learn anything? It's okay to wear lazy readers.
Well, I think the big thing we learned, unfortunately, had nothing to do with this main topic, but
all about the Baha Men.
Who Let the Dogs Out is a feminist song.
That is probably the number one. We're gonna really have to break down those lyrics for that next episode. So wow.
If I can just shout out a couple products I remember big infomercials for. Moon Shoes was a big one. I
wanted Moon Shoes.
Zoo Pals, which were
familiar.
Like plates.
That
had like animals on them. I just remember the commercial because it was always like it was a song and the plates would like bounce over the lyrics so that you could sing along at home.
And
it was always like animal noise, Zoo Pals. So it was always like woof woof Zoo Pals, oink oink Zoo Pals. Just on and on with the different animals that were on the plates.
That's just fun.
Of course, OxyClean. That was a big one.
Billy Mays
with Billy Mays.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Have you heard the conspiracy theory that Billy Mays' friend killed him so that he could take on the OxyClean brand?
No.
Okay, well, it's basically exactly that.
Oh.
But they were like, it was like him. It was him. There were like three infomercial guys
Yeah.
around the late 2000s. Billy
ShamWow
Mays,
guy.
ShamWow Offer
Vince.
Man, and the other guy who was British, and I don't remember what his name was.
Oh, yeah.
But Billy and the British guy were friends. They did a couple spots together, and for different products, I think, outside of OxyClean. And then Billy Mays passed away, and the British guy took over doing the OxyClean commercials. And people were like, I think I see what happened here.
All right. I'd like to see a Confessions of a Dangerous Mind-esque take on this story.
Yeah. Sam Rockwell.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, the other thing I remember, of course, I don't know the product, but I just remember the commercial where you open your kitchen cabinets and just a tidal wave of Tupperware comes out.
Oh, coming out.
Has this ever happened to you?
Everywhere. And it's happened to all of us every day. Every day.
Every day.
Short lives.
Every day of the best years of our lives, as the Baha Men once sang. The Baha Men, I think, would also love it if you followed this podcast on a variety of platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Pocket Casts, howdowehuman.com, anywhere that you get your podcasts. You can listen to us on there. You can leave us a review. You can give us a rating. You can follow us. You can subscribe to us. You can check out our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure if we've reached the point where we can
not quite
put a fancy URL on there. But
you can find that in our bio links, which are
yes, they're on our social media.
Yay!
I'm talking our Instagram at howdowehuman.
We got that handle.
Our Twitter at howdowehumanpod.
Ooh, we tweet those tweets.
Facebook at howdowehuman. Or you can send us an email. Humanpod at gmail.com.
The best part of that handle is that we snatched it up.
Evan, do you have anything else that you would like to plug?
Naturally. And sticking along the lines of what we've been talking about today, a lot of television commercials, and quite frankly, we made it through this episode, and I'm like, I feel like I still have more to say, but we don't need this to be a 2-hour episode.
No,
I've noticed a more recent trend. The trends in those days was that it's Billy Mays here. It's someone's yelling at you. Get this shit. Clean your stuff, you idiot.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's something else I forgot to say. Like how I tell stories. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's
more about the Baha Men. But lately, there's a lot of ads that are basically taking the line. It's companies that we in the past have considered shitty. We've considered their products bad products, and they're now taking out ads like, hey, we used to suck, but now we don't. And it's a bold take. I think Domino's started the trend. That was the first domino to fall. Was the, hey, we all know you used to hate our pizza. Well, now our pizza fucking rules. So I'm just starting up an ad agency to make these commercials for people. A lot of companies don't have the cojones to come out like Domino's did and just be like, hey, we suck. And you know it. We know it. You know it. We're going to get better. My first, I don't know if you've seen the trailers for Michael Bay's new movie, Ambulance.
Yes, the LA is in a different color
Yeah,
so
what's
that you
that
know it's
about?
Los Angeles.
Oh. I thought it was like, la, like it was going to be a musical.
Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah. All I know is I put together the
Ambu-La-La
trailer.
Lance?
Ambu-La-La Lance. Yeah! If you haven't seen the trailer that plays on TV, it goes a little something like this. Michael Bay's made a lot of movies you don't like. And this is not one of them. This is the best movie Michael Bay's ever made. Yes, even better than The Rock, which you liked.
I didn't like The Rock, but I like this approach to advertising.
I'm also looking at like just rebranding The Rock and calling it Dwayne Johnson. Because I think it'll
I
do
like
better.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any other businesses that you or products that you would like to rebrand just to like kind of pitch yourself? Things that you know that suck but you want to get better?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's room for an ad campaign for Taco Bell because they had a bad reputation for a long time to just be like, hey, when was the last time you actually got sick from Taco Bell? Get over here, you fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Taco Bell's
Fair.
great.
Yeah. I think maybe one for Congress also would be good.
Congress, it's always been bad.
You know, yeah, it's always been bad.
It's always been bad. It might not be. That's the thing. Eternal optimism.
Great.
Thank you. I'm calling this industries. And give me a reach. Give me a reach. Give me a reach around if you want to work with me. If you're like, we've not been our best recently. Reach on around and find old Cox. Chris, what do you got going on?
There's a question that is plaguing our times. And I want to follow suit with many of the journalists that are going to great ends to solve this problem. But there's only so many people they can ask at a time.
Yeah.
And so I'm launching an expedition to make sure that we get everyone's opinion on this topic.
Great.
Out there in the public.
Perfect. Love
from
that.
famous to non-famous, I need everyone's opinions out there, no matter how tired we are of hearing about this situation.
Fuck yeah.
So I hope that you'll join me on my journey to track down every last person on the planet Earth and ask them, what'd you think about that Will Smith Chris Rock situation? What do you think should happen?
That's great.
I want every single person's opinion out there.
If there's one thing I like more than someone's opinion about that, it's someone's opinion about that opinion. So are these opinions going to be bouncing off of each other? Like
absolutely.
Atoms in an atom bomb?
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to drag this out for years. The 10 years that he's been banned from the Academy Awards, I'm going to fill those 10 years asking people about what they thought about it, what they thought about other people's opinions, and just really, really go in on this whole situation.
One thing, and hey, not to sway away from that, but like, it does make me want to think, what's that Academy Awards 10 years from now going to be like? That's going to be awkward as fuck, right?
It's going to be awkward. I think because the Oscars are notoriously hacky in their bits. And so I think they make it a bit.
Ah, yes.
And whether or not Will Smith is on stage and like in on it, I don't know. Do he and Chris Rock come out to do the opening monologue together? I don't know.
Probably.
It's gonna be something underwhelming.
It's gonna be something pretty rough
and pretty cringy. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway,
prediction forward.
we'll be there to live
prediction.
stream it.
The two of them come out with their heads shaved and talking at the same time, make a G.I. Jane joke together. And then slap each other.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I love that. So, but anyway, that's what I got going on.
I want to hear.
We get ready
opinions.
to. Oh yeah, we all do.
Yeah.
And people like Daniel Radcliffe taking the high road and saying, "I've heard too many opinions on this, and I don't want to be another one in the cacophony." I'm gonna get that opinion out of you, Daniel. I'm gonna get that opinion out of you.
Look out, Harry. You're a wizard.
Look out, Harry. You're a wizard.
You know. Look out. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. Watch out
there. Oops.
Yeah. He who must not be named.
Should we remake Harry Potter?
Yeah. I've always wanted to remake Harry Potter from the perspective of like one random student in Slytherin.
Great.
Who's like not evil, but he's just got the cunning qualifications.
Sure.
That's just some of the things that get you sorted in there.
He's a cunning
without
linguist.
being evil. Exactly. And I want to play him. But
I want to play.
I want to play him. But anyway, he's it's just all the same events of the 7
Dwarfs.
books. The same, right. But from the perspective of somebody being like, "Oh, fucking Harry Potter again? Gonna go off on an adventure? Dumbledore gonna just give the house cup to Gryffindor again?"
Wow.
Pretty whack.
Predictable. And why does Dumbledore look different than he did my first year?
Why does he suddenly have some charisma? Anyway, I think it's time for us to get out of here. I'm going to, unless Evan, you want to answer the questions that I have still about why you don't want to say pussy. It's like, is there another word you use? These are the questions that I have.
I use my precious.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Precious.